Hello guys, this is Cruz Castro, and today we were with another creepypasta that my cousin would like to share with us. It's called Pokemon Black. And here's the creepypasta.
Okay, so this is what happened to me. I stumbled on this unsettling story of an obscure Pokemon bootleg art hack that I thought might be neat to share on here. I think it's originated from 4chan. So I have no idea if this hack actually exists. It probably doesn't, but it's still a great concept and tell it. I'm what you call a collector of bootleg Pokemon games. Pokemon Diamond and Jade, Chaos Black, X. It's amazing the frequency which you can find them at pawn shops, Goodwill, flea markets, and such. They're generally fun, even if they are unplayable, which they often are. The mistranslations and poor quality make them unintentionally humorous. I've been able to find most of the ones I played online, but there's one that I haven't seen any mention of. I bought it at a flea market about 5 years ago. This is the one.
This is what Pokemon the game looks like. Go up, go down. This is all black. This is all black, and it says Nintendo Game Boy right here. See it? And,
so it's for Game Boy.
And these letters are just all white. Yeah, this is what the cartridges look. Continue reading.
Okay. Here's a picture of the cartridge. In case anyone recognizes it. Unfortunately, when I moved 2 years ago, I lost the game, so I can't provide you with screen caps. Sorry. The game started with a familiar Nidorino and Gengar intro of Red and Blue version. However, the press start screen had already been altered. Red was there, but the Pokemon did not side through it. It also said Black version under the Pokemon logo. Upon selecting new game, the game started with the Professor Oak speech, and it quickly became evident that the game was essentially Pokemon Red version. After selecting your starter, if you looked at your Pokemon, you had an addition to Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Another Pokemon, Ghost.
Wait, is that an actual Pokemon?
Ghost? Well, you know how you go in Lavender Town and the place where the dead at the
I know where
hotel?
the dead Pokemon's at.
Yeah.
You mean the grave?
Yeah. There's only one way you can catch a ghost. For this to happen, you need the Game Boy Advance game. You need your Master Ball and capture the ghost. And then when you look at your Pokedex, something weird will happen, and then the game will automatically turn off. And then once you start it up again, it gets brighter. Okay, so anyway, let's return. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprite of the ghosts that are encountered in Lavender Town before obtaining the Silph Scope. It had one attack, Curse. I know that there is a real move named Curse, but the attack did not exist in Generation 1, so it appears it was hacked in. Defending Pokemon were unable to attack Ghost. It would only say they were too scared to move. When the move Curse was used in battle, the screen would cut to black. The cry of the defending Pokemon would be heard, but it was distorted, played at a much lower pitch than normal. The battle screen would then reappear, and the defending Pokemon would be gone. If used in a battle against a trainer, when the Pokeballs representing their Pokemon would appear in the corner, they would have one fewer Pokeball. The implication was that the Pokemon died.
So, like in that one town with the Pokemon grave, that's where that Pokemon died at, well, we didn't know. I mean, this is a creepypasta.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be like scary. So go ahead, keep on reading. Okay.
What's even stranger is that after defeating a trainer and seeing Red receive $200 for winning, The battle commands would appear again. If you selected run, the battle would end as it normally does. You could also select curse. If you did, upon returning to the overworld, the trainer's sprite would be gone. After leaving and re-entering the area, the spot where the trainer had been would be replaced with a tombstone like the one at Lavender Town. The move curse was not usable in all instances. It would fail against ghost Pokemon. It would also fail if it was used against trainers that you would have to face again, such as your rival Giovanni. It was usable in your final battle against him. However, I figured this was a gimmick of the game, allowing you to use previously uncapturable ghosts. And because Curse made the game so easy, I essentially used it throughout the whole adventure. The game changed quite a bit after the Elite Four. After viewing the
Elite Four.
Yeah, the Elite Four.
Why is it Elite Four?
I don't know. I didn't know how to pronounce it. After viewing the Hall of Fame, which consisted of ghosts and a couple of very under-leveled Pokemon, the screen cut to black. A box appeared with the words "many years later." It then cut to Lavender Town. An old man was standing looking at tombstones. You then realize this man was your character. The man moved at only half of your normal walking speed. You no longer had any Pokemon with you, not even Ghost, who up to this point had been impossible to remove from your party due to depositing in the PC. The overworld was entirely empty. There were no people at all. There are still tombstones of the trainers that you use Curse on, however. You could go pretty much anywhere in the overworld at this point. Your movement was limited by the fact that you had no Pokemon to use HMs, and regardless of where you went, the music of Lavender Town continued on an infinite loop. After wandering for a while, I found that if you go through Diglett's cave, one of the cuttable bushes that normally blocks the paths on the other side is no longer there, allowing you to advance to Pallet Town. Upon entering your house and going to the exact tile where you started the game, the screen would cut to black. Then the sprite of a Caterpie appeared. It was replaced by a Weedle, and then a Pidgey. I soon realized as the Pokemon progressed from Rattata to Blastoise that these were all the Pokemon I had used Curse on. After the end of my rival's team, a youngster appeared, and then a bug catcher. These were the trainers I had cursed. Throughout the sequence, the Lavender Town music was playing, but it was slowly decreasing in pitch. But the time your rival appeared on the screen, it was little more than a demonic number.
My turn.
Hold on, I'm still reading.
Another. I will read this for you, and then.
No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. No. Another cut to black. A few minutes later. Holy fucking shit. A few minutes later, I got raped by a Pokemon.
Dude, what the heck?
Sorry about that, guys. That was just if you were scared, and I just I'm with the little funny guy. Remember, guys, I will be sometimes. He's not gonna be in the videos that much, so yeah, he's rare in my videos. So continue reading.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pitch black a few minutes. I got fucking rape with Pokemon. It's a fuck that shit.
Seriously. Another cut to black. A few moments later, the battle screen suddenly appeared. Your trainer's sprite was now that of an old man, the same one as the one who teaches you how to catch Pokemon in Viridian City. Ghost appeared on the other side along with the word "Ghost wants to fight." You couldn't use items. He had no Pokemon. If you tried to win, you couldn't escape. The only option was fight. Using fight would immediately cause you to struggle, which didn't affect Ghosts, but did chip off a bit of your own hyper. When it was Ghost's
HP,
turn,
like health.
Yeah, HP. when it was Ghost's turn to attack, it would simply say, nothing. Eventually, when your hyper reached a critical point, Ghost would finally use Curse. The screen cut to black a final time. Regardless of the buttons you press, you were permanently stuck in this black screen. At this point, the only thing you could do was turn Game Boy off. When you played again, New Game was the only option. The game had erased the file. I played through this hacked game many times, and every time the game ended with this sequence, and every time the game ended with this sequence. Several times I didn't use Ghost at all, though he was impossible to remove from the party. In these cases, I did not show any Pokemon or trainers and simply cut to dramatic battle with Ghost. I'm not sure what the motives were behind the creator of this hack. It wasn't widely distributed, so it was presumably not for a monetary gain. It was very well done for a bootleg. It seems he was trying to convey a message, though it seems I am the sole receiver of this message. I'm not entirely sure what it was. The inevitability of death, the pointlessness of it. Perhaps he was simply trying to morbidly inject death and darkness into a children's game. Regardless, the children's game has made me think and has made me cry. So that's our creepypasta for today. I'll see you next time. Probably not, because I'm only in some videos. We'll see ya.